Okay. You want to know gender today too?
Yes. Please.
Your blood type is O positive too, just so you know.
Okay.
You don't need to get a shot or anything like that. Okay. That is. And then got some interesting family history, but nothing that's really genetically transmissible or anything that we can do any testing on other than, did you have Fragile X testing? Do you know?
No,
if
I
you
didn't have it.
You didn't do that, okay. You did cystic fibrosis, I saw that.
Mhm.
And that was negative for those 32 mutations, so that was good. And then your screening tests were excellent with my office, so that completed your second.
Right, that's what number she showed me today.
Yeah, that's great. So in terms of that, as long as all of that screening is in the normal range, unless we see something significant on ultrasound, okay.
We're good.
We're not going to do amnio, correct?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Not just for the head COVID.
Well, you know, it does give you information that's important, but there's also small risks with the procedure.
Right.
So we always want to do it when the risks get higher. Your numbers went down to 1 in 1,500 for Down
Yeah.
syndrome, so pretty low. Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
And your blood pressure's good today?
Yeah. I'm actually where I was with the first pregnancy as far
Are
as
you?
weight gain.
Yeah.
But I started higher, so
Oh,
I haven't
okay.
gained as much.
Yeah.
But so
Okay.
hopefully I can keep that in check.
Yeah,
So,
that would be nice. You're a little bit higher risk as you get older for gestational diabetes, so it's important if you can to low carb, high protein, so that's important to do. And she'll probably run that 1 hour glucose test. Did you do an early one?
I did one.
You did one, okay, so that was negative.
Mhm. And then I guess I just probably have one more visit with her because we're moving to North Carolina.
Oh, you're kidding.
Mhm, yeah.
Lovely. When are you moving?
The November 1st.
Oh, it's beautiful there. I have friends who are moving there right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm from there, so.
Oh, are you?
Mhm.
Okay, that's
Family.
where your little accent.
Yeah, it's accent.
Good, lovely. And going back for work also, is there?
Hopefully,
They were
but
just
that's not the plan.
She's
right?
running away
okay,
from
so
work.
it's more family.
Yeah,
Okay,
family.
that makes sense. It's nice to have family around, especially with kids.
Yes.
Yes.
It's hard. It's really
You
hard.
get
to
a double
deal with
yes on
them.
that one.
Yeah. Where's your family from?
New York and Florida.
Oh, okay. Well,
Basically from Ralph's, but we have a mommy group that we meet every Monday. Our babies are about the same age.
Uh-huh.
And we're a couple of the regulars there. And
Lovely.
she came yesterday and was saying she was having some mild contractions, and then I saw her on Facebook this morning.
that is so lovely. I'm so happy.
Yeah, Spencer.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Are,
They're
are we
lovely
recording a
couple.
DVD?
Uh-huh. And there's the chest and the heart and the stomach, and there's the baby rolling around. There's the face right there. So that's that profile view right there. So I'm going to bring this image up a bit, move it up so you can see it. So that's the profile. So we're looking down on the baby right there. So in that view, what you can see is the tip of the nose, the upper lip, the lower lip, and the nose bone right there. I'm going to point all these things out to you. So I'm going to go head to toe on the baby as well as the measurements. So, okay. So there's the face right there. There's the eyes. Yes. And they're really just a neat couple.
Actually, they were here last time.
Oh, is that the heart?
Yeah, that's the heart. So there's the chest, and that view right there is the chest. So we're looking down on the heart. We're going to do the measurements right now of everything else, but I just want to show you some of the things you can see. So you can see the right and left sides of the heart. This is called a 4-chamber view of the heart. I'm going to put the pulse wave Doppler on, and this is the heartbeat.
Whoa.
Good, wonderful, nice regular heartbeat. It's good you're recording that because that doesn't go on the DVD.
Right,
the audio
yeah, last
portion
time.
doesn't, just the video.
It was hard for me to explain everything last time.
Yeah, that's why I label it, so makes it easy. So this is the chest and the heart. So in this view right here, you can see blood coming in and out of the chambers of the heart, coming on
Looks
down
like you're
into
looking
the
over a
area of the
storm.
stomach right there. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's called Doppler flow, color Doppler, and that's a sideways or long axis view of the chest. So you can see that there's the umbilical cord. The umbilical cord floats freely in the sac, and then that attaches to the placenta, and I'm going to show you that in a second. Here's the head, and the internal structures inside the brain. So this is what's called intracranial anatomy. So I'm going to look at this next. This is the posterior or back area of the brain, right here. Right there. And then there's the ventricles inside the brain. So what I'm looking at are the structures inside, or what's called intracranial anatomy. And then there's the top of the head and the bones of the skull. So anything that's white on ultrasound is bone, anything that's black is fluid, and anything that's gray is a maternal or fetal structure like skin, bones, or an organ system or placenta. That's the head from side to side, the front to the back, and then the circumference. So these are the 3 measurements of the baby's head. That shape of the head looks good. And we're gonna look at the, how big was your first one?
8'8".
Good job, baby.
I ain't playing.
And then there's this.
There's the spine. I love how you can see the light go through it.
Yeah, it's really cool how you can see the images of the spine. So the bone is very dense, so you can see that really nicely. And in that view right there, there's the area of the little kidneys, that little right there. The kidneys are a little mildly dilated. That's not uncommon in male fetuses. I haven't seen what you're having yet, but this area right in here, it's very, very mildly dilated. So I would want someone to follow up with that in the 3rd trimester. That's the time that we generally look at the kidneys and the function of the kidneys, because the kidneys are very tiny right now, and they're not doing a lot of functioning at this point in time, and they're starting to grow and become more developed. So that'll be something that wherever you go to, whichever practice you go to, and it is a little boy, so.
It
that's
is?
not
Boy?
Yeah,
All
right
right.
there.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, there, look at, he got
Woo!
it. There you go.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wow, we brought it as a girl.
Did you?
Coconut Head Part 2.
Wow.
Jake Marshall Lugo.
Yeah.
Oh, Coconut Head can have a brother.
Isn't that cool? Congratulations. That's awesome.
Thanks.
Awesome.
Oh, good. Let's let the guy. Oh, I was gonna go buy that
I know,
teacher
she-
today if I found it. Halloween teacher. You were gonna say what?
It's nice when you have stuff saved.
Yeah. Well, and then with the move, I'm like, can I throw this stuff out?
It's a
Pack it.
boy.
What should I do? There's the
Are you texting my mom already?
Of course.
Yeah, you gotta let everybody know, for goodness sakes, that's the fun stuff.
I like how your southern accent's coming out.
Isn't that crazy? Just did that for you. For you.
Mm-hmm.
There's the chest and the heart, and then there's the 4 chambers in the heart. So you can see the valves opening and closing. That's a really nice view right there. So that's looking at the valves opening and closing, and you can see the 4 chambers. That looks good. Put a little color on it, and we'll watch color flow going through there. So that helps. So when you do the color and Doppler portion of it, it improves your detection of heart defects.
Mhm.
So you can actually see the flow and actually sample the flow and take a listen to it. This is the right side or the right outflow track of the heart, and then listen to the left side.
Sounds like a snuffleupagus.
So this color shows
The
what
snuffleupagus.
So that's it, huh? It's a boy.
There you go.
So the kidney thing is more common, like you said, with
You need to-
boys,
You need
so,
to
but-
check it in the 3rd trimester,
But-
so the only time that it's significant is in the 3rd trimester, so you'll need to have it checked again.
Okay.
So just
And that'll be
make
in your
sure
notes,
that
but
you
I'll try to remember too.
take all of your information to wherever you go. Yeah. So your placenta's on the posterior or back wall of the uterus. Yeah, it has nothing to do with the formation of the kidneys, it's really something that more has to do with the function of the
Okay.
kidneys, and because they're not working really hard right
check
now,
and see what they're
it's
doing.
much better to check it in the 3rd trimester. Often it will go away and you don't ever see it again, but
Okay.
if it's still there and it's prominent, then they'll make a recommendation to your pediatrician about what to do.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so it's just something that's really always checked in the 3rd trimester.
Oh, look at this. It's a hand.
Look at the hand.
Wow.
How beautiful that is.
So he looks good,
Right
huh?
there. I'm not done yet. There's the little feet right there. You can see the little feet moving
Oh, yeah.
around. Yeah. So now I'm going to start with the extremities. So we're going to go. There's the bones of the arm, the long bones of the lower arm, and then there's the bone of the upper arm of the humerus. So we're looking at all that. So I'm going to do both sides of the baby because right and left side, obviously. There's the chest, and then there's that other bone.
Wow, look at that. Look at the rib cage from the back. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, there's his hands
Little
moving.
fingers, yeah, so both the upper extremities look good. And then there's the eyes right there, the 2 orbits of the eye, so you can see those little black
Whoa.
spots right there, that's the orbits of the eye.
That looks like an alien.
They're still a little bit skeletal because the baby has to fill in a lot of the the skin has to fill in. The skin is very thin and
Wow.
translucent right now, so it's a little bit hard to see those, you know, kind of those baby structures. That's a little weird. So, and there's the chest and the heart.
Wow.
The spine looks really good. You can see that view really well. Spine images really well because see, there's that little tiny dilation in the tube of the kidney. You can barely see it. It's very, very tiny, but that's the area that we'll actually measure. If right now it measures in the normal range, then it's probably not going to end up being an issue. But if it's more than 6 to 7 millimeters right now, then that's a little bit generous. Yours is 3.4, so it's half of what it should be to say, oh, it's probably going to be relevant. So because it's
So it
not
doesn't-
that.
And
it's
what
very,
would
very,
what would
very
that
pronounced.
what would be relevant
There'd be a little
about
bit of
it?
obstruction for the tube that drains the kidneys, and so then they
Gotcha.
would need to image the baby when the baby is born.
But it
Just
looks
check in
good.
and see.
It's only
But for right
3.5.
now, yeah, it's
For now,
not
it's on
in
track.
it's not in what's called the pathologic range. It's kind of just in the generous
Right.
range.
Okay.
There's a little hand in the face.
The mama belly.
Little baby bed. And there's the little jaw right there. So all the different bones that I've looked at, all the different measurements for different things look good so far. I've got a couple more little measurements to make. The upper and lower extremities look good. I want to go back to that area. So there's the other thigh bone right there in the legs.
Oh, there's the that's like under that's an underneath
That's an
shot.
underneath or looking up. That's the view that
Right.
we use to look at the gender. So that's the view, like kind of if the baby were sitting and you were looking up between the baby's legs, that's what you would see.
Wow. Can we see the gender one more time?
No,
I wasn't actually looking. I was in the camera and
That's okay. No family history of anything, right? You have a son or a daughter?
I have a son.
A son. He's reached all his milestones and everything was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problems. no
he's got a big
developmental
head and he's
delay or
short,
anything
but
like
we
that.
let it go.
Right there. So everything's good for him. He's not got any problems or issues, correct? Yeah, no.
One testicle didn't descend when he was born.
Yeah, no, I can't have that, so.
No, but yeah, he's
Did they have to,
he's not.
what did
he
they
don't
have
a-
to do?
They had to do a little surgery.
Surgery and pull it down.
He,
still doesn't look right though. When he moves, it
Really?
like it looks like it's like it's on a
Yeah,
string.
it's still like it's
Yeah.
tied, so it didn't go back up. But
No, there's
he
your
doesn't
brother
have a lot of
coconut
words, But
head.
he's got words. You know.
He's got more game than words.
A posterior low-lying placenta, and it's not covering over the cervix, so that's fine. So it's right there. It moves and migrates up as the pregnancy goes, so that's fine too. There's no problems. The ovaries look fine.
Wow, look at that.
So if we go to the page where all your measurements are, which is what I'm going to next, Karen, it shows that the baby is growing well, 9 ounces today, 25th percentile, so a good pattern of growth. Nothing is out of the range for what it should be for this stage of the pregnancy. The evaluation